Hello, so my name is Hannah. I'm going to be presenting my rules of life. Now, I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't know how to do the PowerPoint presentation like screen recorded or something. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to present here on my computer, and then I am going to upload the speech and the PowerPoint so you're able to look through the PowerPoint as well. Now beginning again, my rules of life by yours truly. So these rules aren't going to be in any particular order. They're not going to be from like most important to least important, least important to most important. They're just going to be what I believe are the most important in general, and they're going to be the foundation of what I believe, like who I am. So my first rule is going to be living for and under God. Now, the reason I have this one is because when I was little, I used to go to church, and I really didn't understand a lot of what was going on. I just kind of was like, oh, have to go sit through church again. This is boring. I used to dread it until I took the time and actually learned and figured out why I want to be there and why I want to live under God. And it truly did make me a happier person and allowed me to connect with my family more and God, of course. Now, it also allows me to tell someone or something things I feel like I can't personally share with my mom or my sister or my best friend. It allows me to truly just get it off your chest and be honest. And it does make you a happier person all around. So my next one is going to be staying true and loyal to those that you love and care about. Now here, this is a picture of my boyfriend Alan, and then these are my friends here. And my reasoning for this is because you never want to hurt the people that you care about most. It's always been something to me, and I think of it the same way as if the roles were reversed. If like my boyfriend, I don't want him to turn around and lie to me and hurt me, and I would never want to put those feelings on someone else. And being honest, I believe overall does make you a happier person, and there is science and such to back this up. So my next one is going to be maintaining a healthy relationship with your friends and family. Again, I feel like this is very similar to the last rule, but it does deserve its own rule. Now, what we have here, this is my mom, my stepdad, my sister, and I believe that maintaining a healthy relationship and a healthy routine with your family is very important. Now, we all have extremely different schedules, so it is very hard for us to say, here we were going mountain biking as a family, but it is very hard for us to all find the time to do something. But something that we always found important was eating dinner every night at the table and trying to kind of keep us updated. And we have a family group chat that we try to respond to as much as we can. And it also gives you someone to lean on when there's tough times. I know personally I've had some really tough times in the past, and I couldn't imagine it the same if I didn't have these people where I could share my concerns and my problems with, and they could give me advice. I think it is very important, and it is vice versa. If they needed something, I believe that they could come to me. So I do believe this is very important. So another thing is something I've struggled with in the past is don't settle for less than you're worth, and just think, oh, I got it here. This is as good as it's gonna get. No, I think it's important to keep striving. So here I'm actually visiting JMU, and I always find it important to keep furthering myself in my education and keep becoming a better person, and never just settling or being like, oh, I have an okay job, an okay house, my family, yeah. No, I want to keep being happy and keep pushing and keep striving, and not to settle for anything like graduate high school with honors, graduate college with honors, get a good job, support my family, and not just settle for it. And I do believe that is one of the main things that has kept me striving forward. So another one that I feel like a lot of people overlook, often myself, is not making time for yourself. Now, I think self-care and self-time is something that is very important. Like, personally, I love going outside and biking and gardening and hiking. Like here, this is me biking. I actually crashed my bike right before this, but I was happy because I was out and making time for yourself. Now, it doesn't have to just be going outside. That's just personally what I like. It could be taking one night a week and taking a nice shower, relaxing and watching TV, or it could be taking one night a week where you don't have any responsibilities and you go out and you see your friends, or go get dinner with the loved ones, or go visit your grandparents. That is something I feel like every person needs, because life is so fast and it's not very long. Life is very short. And if you never make time to make yourself happy and you're always focusing on other people, it is very draining. So again, this is something I believe is very, very important. Now, sleep. I know many teenagers, I'm guilty of this sometimes as well. We don't sleep. We stay up till 2 and 3 a.m. and then we turn around and we go to work a few hours later, whether that's 7 or 8, or we go to school or do any of our other responsibilities. Sleep, I used to struggle a lot with sleep, and I feel like now that I finally have a good routine with sleep down, I've become a happier person, a much easier person to get along with. Now, science does say when you lack in sleep, it forms toxic chemicals in your brain, and you're not able to function like someone who gets their 8 hours of rest every night. Now, here is me driving. I'm not sure where this picture came from, but also you never want to get behind the wheel of a vehicle and put your life and other people's lives in danger when you're tired, because you just zone out. I'm sure many of us have done that. We're driving and we're going through the motions, but we don't really remember what we're doing. It's and that's the same thing. You don't want to just go through the motions of life, because it can get very repetitive and not remember anything that's going on. So my next rule, and this is one that I personally helps me a lot, is staying healthy and exercising. Now, if any of you guys know me, you know I love to run. So here's pictures. This is my friend Mariah and I running, me running at a track meet. It's something that is very helpful to me. So when COVID hit, we couldn't do a lot. And I know a lot of people either stayed inside or didn't do anything. Personally, what I did, because it was so hard because you couldn't go out and see your friends, we lost school, we lost our spring sports season, we lost home or prom, graduation for the seniors last year. When COVID hit, the thing that kept me sane, because I wasn't at where I work at Luray Caverns and I wasn't able to go to work and interact with people, was going outside and exercising and just biking. I biked 500 miles in a few months because there was nothing to do, I felt like. So biking, we went out, we biked, we hiked, we bought kayaks and did the river almost every day. It's just, that was helped me to keep me sane. And then it also made me have an appreciation for health and exercise. And here it also says that science does back up exercising. When you exercise, it releases dopamine in your brain, and that, as many of you guys know, will make you a much happier person, and dopamine causes you to be happy, and that's what exercise does for you. So that is something that's very important to me, and it always will be. So this one I actually struggled with for a long time. This is kind and compassion. Kindness and compassion. It's just, you think that you're being nice, but a lot of people, they just keep going and they don't care for those around you. But kind and compassion really does help a person. Now, science says that being kind and compassionate releases serotonin, and it does make you feel a lot better. Whether that is for someone else, it's almost like giving a gift because you're being kind and compassionate. It always makes you feel good because you made someone else happy. Now, just the other night, actually, I was at a track meet, and I got this text from this girl. Never spoken to her before. I followed her on Instagram, but she texted me and she said, I saw you at the meet today, and I want to tell you you did really good. But also, I wanted to tell you that how you treat your teammates, it just made me really happy, and it made me really happy to listen to. And it's the way you support and encourage them is insane. And I got that text, and it just made me really happy. And that was I've never met this girl, and she just went out of her way to tell someone how nice that they were being and how it made her feel. And that is something I feel like a lot of the world is missing right now, is that kindness and compassion. I feel like that's something that if we had more of in the world, it would be a happier place all around. So again, this, if any of the rules were most important, this would be up there. So my conclusion, while each and every person is going to have different rules on how to live and different rules on how their foundation, I believe that's important to take away from your own rules as what other people take away from their rules, and it helps you become a better person. Now, you should never stop improving yourself and being kind and compassionate, and keep just living your life for something greater than just selfishness and yourself. So there we go. And here's my works cited. I want to thank you guys for listening to my speech. And again, I will upload this PowerPoint with my speech, so you're welcome to go through it as well. Thank you.